Welcome to the ACE Project, brought to you by the Literacy.io team at Texas A&M University. I'm your host, Ashley Stack, also known as Captain Comprehension. We are so excited you'll be joining us on this reading journey and hope you and your child enjoy this time together. So get comfy, rev up your brains, and get ready to think, because we are ready to help you become a comprehension detective. Hi, super readers. My name is Captain Comprehension, and I am here to join you as you become a comprehension detective. Welcome to episode 50 of our podcast. This episode is really special because it marks 100 total episodes that we've published, 50 in English and 50 in Spanish. So, rev up your brains and get ready to think, because we are here to help you become a comprehension detective. Enjoy Jabari Jumps by Gaia Cornwell. It's summer. Many of us spend time at the pool, but have you ever jumped off the diving board? In today's text, Jabari wants to jump off the diving board, but that can be a bit scary. Let's read to discover how Jabari overcomes his nerves as he gets ready to jump. Before we begin reading, let's go over some important vocabulary that will help us better understand the story. Our first word is sprang. Sprang means jumped into the air. Therefore, a synonym or word that means the same might be jumped or leaped, and an antonym or opposite would be stayed still. In Spanish, saltó. Our second word is edge. Edge is the end of something, like the edge of a cliff. A synonym or word that means the same might be end, boundary, or border, and an antonym or opposite would be center, middle, or interior. In Spanish, el borde. All right, super readers, we don't have any questions because it's a summer episode. So just remember to hold tight with us and you'll get a chance to answer and discuss with your adult partner as we read. Let's read the story, Jabari Jumps. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really, said his dad. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. Jabari watched the other kids climb the long ladder. They walked all the way to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood on the edge. They spread their arms and bent their knees and sprang up, up, up. And then they dove down, down, down. Splash! Looks easy, Jabari said. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder. He looked up. You can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do. Jabari thought and thought. Jabari started to climb, up and up. This ladder is very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, said Jabari. Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. I forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad. Stretching is very important, said his dad. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. They looked up at the diving board together. It's okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes, if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath and tell myself I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little like a surprise. Jabari loved surprises. Jabari took a deep breath and felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair right down to the tips of his toes. Jabari looked up. He began to climb. Up and up and up and up until he got to the top. Jabari stood up straight. He walked all the way to the end of the board. His toes curled around the rough edge. Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he was ready. "I love surprises," he whispered. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. Then he sprang up off the board, flying. Jabari hit the water with a splash. Down, down, down he went, and then back up. Whoosh! "Jabari, you did it," said his dad. "I did it," said Jabari. "I'm a great jumper." "And you know what?" "What?" said his dad. "Surprise double backflip is next." Hope you enjoyed that story. So, what is the text structure of Jabari Jumps? Well, here are some of the things I heard as we read. The word scared, very tall, tomorrow might be a better day, surprise, and jumped. Use your text structure bookmarks. You can even stop and talk to your adult partner. Ask yourself, what is the text structure of the passage? Is it a comparison, a cause and effect, a problem and a solution, or is there a cause, problem, and solution? When you're ready, press play, and I'll show you what I've put. Hey, super readers, I put that this is a cause, problem, and solution. So I'm going to use the sentence stems. The cause is, the problem is, the solution is. While you're not going to send in your answers to me this time, I would like for you to take a moment and discuss this with your adult partner. What was the cause of the story? What is the problem in the story? And what was the solution? When you're ready, press play to see my main idea. Welcome back, detectives. Here's what I wrote for my main idea. The cause is Jabari was ready to go off the diving board. The problem is Jabari was scared. The solution is his dad taught him to think of scary things as surprises, and Jabari was able to jump. How does your main idea compare to mine? I bet you it's pretty close. All right, detectives, it's time for us to take our main idea and extend it to a summary by adding details that support our cause, our problem, and our solution. So the cause is Jabari was ready to go off the diving board. What were some details that supported that idea? The problem is Jabari was scared. How do we know that he was scared? What made him scared? The solution is his dad taught him to think of scary things as surprises, and Jabari was able to jump. What happened after that? Did he enjoy it? How did he feel? Pause your video, discuss those details with your adult partner, and when you're ready, press play to see my summary. Hey, super readers, here's what I wrote for my summary. The cause is Jabari was ready to go off the diving board. He had just passed his swim test. The problem is Jabari was scared because the diving board was tall. The solution is his dad taught him to think of scary things as surprises, and Jabari was able to jump. He liked it so much, he decided to do a backflip too. I bet your details are pretty close to mine. Remember, they're correct as long as they support the cause, the problem, and the solution. It's time for us to tackle one last task, super readers. Let's infer. Remember, when we infer, we take clues from what we've read, we mix it up with what we already know, and the result or the effect is that we're able to make an inference or draw a conclusion. Why does Jabari feel ready to jump off the diving board? Why does Jabari say tomorrow might be a better day for jumping? Pause your video, discuss these two inference questions with your adult partner, and then when you're all finished, you can press play to hear the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us this month, Comprehension Detectives. I hope that you enjoyed reading Jabari Jumps, and I hope that you get to spend a lot of time outside this summer, swimming in the pool or doing whatever makes you happy. Remember, we can all be super readers. This is Captain Comprehension signing off.